Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a give. Running left is Harris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Again, it's Harris. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Pickett going to keep it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Here's Pickett. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett taking it in from the yard line. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Yeah, excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams fans like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
Rodgers again now. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Pickett back to throw.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Try him with Pickett here on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown! Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. Now the Steelers have opened the lead up to 30. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On second down, a run with Hall.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Mixing up the middle. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Inside handoff to Mixon.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll give to Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Joe Mixon.
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. At 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pickett.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well done.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Jets 13. Chris Boswell to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for two.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 41 yards. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Boswell for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Steelers 52, Jets 26. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our
go.